Welcome back to 60C. Everybody hydrate. Usually by this second layer, the second level in, we've got enough. Yeah, stuff in there still. We've got enough saplings to just keep going. Look at all these guys. That's a gravity creeper. These guys kind of suck for us. Or at least we've been blown up a couple of times by them. Pick the stuff up around it. And put it away. Okay. We could make more rows over there of trees, but all right, so stack in there, stack in there. That there. Put the sticky resin in the wrong place. Now that I know that we can get rubber out of the trees, kind of makes me sad about how many rubber trees I got rid of, because I got rid of quite a bit of them. All right. We're going to leave those there because this usually takes us a little bit. So we're going to have to make a couple of trips inside. To put these up. hopefully we can do that before we lose too many of them to them just being on the ground. Then we'll take the rest of it out and we will plant one. The rest will go in our trash can downstairs. Taking the rest of it down is going to require us to climb up. That's why I have the dirt. All right. Do we still have any? No. All right, well, let's go put this away. How did that end up there? Huh. All right, and then there's still some up there we need to get, but that's fine. We can trash some of this. Do we have enough jungle wood to count as... No, we don't. 11. We didn't have stacks of jungle wood. All right, so when we get the rest of these, we'll still get more. That's what I was doing with it. Never mind. I know. It's like, what am I doing with this? Wow, that took 6 to repair. Okay, now pick a spot and climb up it. Let's do here. Catch those on the bottom. Okay. All right, so let's go over to this one. Try and get centered as best we can. Hey, Angel, how you doing? I've been good, thanks. How are you? Glad you're doing good too. We just got those up there. All right. Trying to finish off this tree. And by that, I mean I'm trying to get it fully chopped down. All right, go on to our next section. Glad you're doing school, or you're doing good. How is school today? Are you in like a parochial school, a Catholic school? Stand by 1 second. Sorry, I had something up on the screen. You had to dance for grades. Doing your journal in cursive. Because we all know how you love cursive. It's a Christian school, okay. I kind of figured as much when you said you had to do a dedication. But I wanted to check with you and make sure that I was correct in that. Hey. That is true. It's funny. You're going to find out that it's not just school where that is true. I have found through most of my life that being one who is of higher intelligence tends to make me a target. Yep. One of the things I used to really, really dislike was when people who I knew were smart would pretend that they were stupid so they didn't have to do. It used to really tick me off. But then I found out that those same people that ticked me off in school were doing the same thing in the real world, in work environments. So you're going to have to put up with it wherever you go. Oh, yeah, there's one up there, isn't there? Yep. Yep. That is true. And I was one of those students who enjoyed doing the bare minimum to get by. And one of the sad things is that the expectation for me was pretty low. Literally, all my mom wanted from me was that I graduate because it was not easy for her to graduate. So, 404 preview. Thank you for the sub or for the follow. I appreciate it. And I had a couple of teachers who were very much about I wasn't performing to my capabilities, and so they kept handing me more and more and more above and beyond what the rest of the class was doing. So I didn't think that was fair to me. And when I complained to my mom confronted the teacher about it, and the teacher said, "Yeah, I'm giving him more work because he's capable of doing more than he is doing." My mom was like, "Well, that's not fair to him, is it?" And the teacher said, "Come on, how old are you? Life's not fair." I was like, "Well, you're right." So I had to do all that work. I didn't get to go to another class or another teacher, or which I must say kind of sucks. That's what I was actually like. The goal was to maybe get a different teacher who wasn't going to be as difficult on me. It didn't work out that way. Yeah, and that was I kind of that teacher was retiring that year, so I let her know that I was more than happy to fail her class rather than her make an example out of me for me needing to do more work, since I knew I wouldn't be taking her the following year because she was retiring. And so she finally let up. But, it was pretty bad for a while. I mean, I went like a whole semester dreading going to her class every day. You know it's bad when your teacher puts assignments on the board and then your name is separated with a different assignment than everybody else, or with an assignment in addition to everybody else. Yeah, that's good. At least there's no issues with one teacher singling out a specific student to do, and that was the only teacher I had that was like that, that actually gave me assignments that were in addition to what the rest of the class was doing, or different than what the rest of the class was doing. Oh, see, yeah, that does kind of suck. And I'll be the first to admit that I was lazy then. If I could get away without doing it, I wouldn't do it. I say lazy then, but kind of lazy now too. What? Remember, I don't have the feather falling boots anymore, so I got to be careful about doing stuff like that. Hey, I think we're gonna get the rest of that from the others. Picking it all up. This is gonna be fun. See, there's that one way up there, right there. I get to. Right. Yeah, I can't get to it, but I'm gonna have to go out that way for that one. Are you still doing most of your school through Zoom? Usually I'm not that good at parkour. Surprised I made that. Usually I would just fall on my face. Should probably go inside and sleep, huh? Yeah, let's do that. Let's go inside and sleep. I don't know why I didn't think about that with the other tree, just, making myself a small bridge, but I didn't think of that, that is. Let's go sleep through the night. I don't know if you guys remember, but the first tree we did that we cut down took us better part of 8 hours. I did it off stream, or I did a stream of it, but I didn't do it. You can look at it. It's like one of the extras. Look at how many fell on that tree again. What am I missing here? There we go. That's what I was missing. We've got these 2 clusters left. I'll be right back.